All right. Hey, it's me, Mr. Whipple, and we're here with Studies Weekly 7, Interpretation of the Constitution. And this is something that started with Jefferson and Hamilton and went all the way and goes all the way back to now. That, what does the Constitution mean? It's written with all kinds of like what I call wiggle words where, do they, when they talk, for example, when they talk about the Second Amendment, do they mean individuals? Is it my right to own a thermonuclear device if the government can own one? If the government owns a howitzer, can I have a tank, right? It doesn't say I can't. So does that mean I can? Anyway, let's read this here. With the new Constitution, there were many disagreements on what the different parts actually meant. Hamilton and the Federalists used what is known as a loose interpretation of the Constitution. Even if a power was not specifically in the Constitution, they believed that some powers are implied, such as the right to create a national bank. They felt keeping the Union together was more important than states' rights. This implied thing is really important. It says, like, if a student asks to go to the bathroom, and I say, yes, you may go to the bathroom, and they get up to leave, I'm like, I didn't tell you you could leave. Well, the leaving part's implied, and that's the same thing here. The Democratic Republicans and Jefferson felt differently. They believed in a strict interpretation of the Constitution. Whatever the Constitution said was exactly what should be done. They did not believe in implied powers and wanted to limit the federal government because they were afraid of it. The argument about how to interpret the Constitution continues today. Originalists believe in a strict interpretation. They often look to writings of the Founding Fathers to help them decide what the Constitution means. Modernists look at the Constitution from a modern point of view and ask themselves what the Founding Fathers would think if they were alive today, which is not even, they would not understand the world today. We have to decide for ourselves about the world today and not rely on what they did. Sometimes cases like this go all the way to Supreme Court, where the 9 justices decide. And then we have this chart here at the bottom. Jefferson, the position that each man held, the economic policy that they believed in, the interpretation of the Constitution, what was the name of their political party, and the foreign policy. You gotta know what these mean. They everything coming up for government builds on what these guys do. What these guys did 200 and almost 50 years ago, still going on today. You need to know it.